up and do what I'm supposed to be doing, okay? Because, whatever. Let's get it, though. Who is King Solomon? King Solomon is the soul man, right? So, the soul man. What is the soul man? We are the soul man, people. We are the soul man. We are the people that are formed from the fertile soil of the land. We are the people that are formed from the air that is what we call the wind. Shu, our Father who art in heaven. We are the people that come from the water that are the primordial sea people, right? We are those people, right? We are the soul mons, the soul men. Okay? So that's what King Solomon represents, the soul man. And it says, Wisdom of Solomon, love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of the heart seek him. So what you supposed to seek? You supposed to seek wisdom. You're supposed to seek knowledge. You're supposed to seek understanding. You're supposed to seek um, culture. These are things that are cultivated in you that you are supposed to seek, right? You are supposed to love righteousness, okay? Um, and in simplicity of the heart seek him. For he will be found on them that tempt him not, and show himself unto such as do not distrust him. So the soul man will appear when you're ready to learn your lesson. The soul man will appear and teach you things. The soul man will appear and get you out of trouble. The soul man is the soul that is in you. The soul is the energy, is the consciousness that's in you, the awareness that's in you, right? The ability to get yourself out of situations because it's that consciousness that's in you. That's the soul man. Okay, so um, for forward thoughts separate us from God. So what is God? So God is consciousness. And how do you separate yourself from being conscious? Forward thoughts. So forward thoughts are not conscious thoughts, right? Because conscious thoughts you have to seek and find a conscious thought. A forward thought can be a thought somebody forwards to you, a thought somebody programs into you, a thought that somebody actually puts into your mind, plants into your mind. So when they plant it in your mind is fertile soil. So then, whatever somebody plants inside your soil begins to grow. But is it growing to benefit you or is it growing to benefit them? Because your mind is a fertile soil. Okay, so it says that for into a malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter. So, wisdom, which is a loving spirit, will not dwell inside of a malicious soul. So you cannot be a malicious soul. What is a malicious soul? This is somebody that's conniving. Somebody with hidden intentions. This is somebody who playing on your downfall. This is somebody who, got intentions for you. You know what I'm saying? That may not even have your heart at their best interest. So that becomes a dangerous individual. Because if you plotting against me and you do not have my will at hand, you do not have who I am at, like you not even considering who I am, that's wicked, right? And it says that um uh, um that wisdom will not dwell inside of a malicious soul. So if you out here plotting and scheming on people, wisdom will not dwell inside of you. If you out here getting over on people, you out here harming people. So this is where the laws of the universe come in at, right? Because we study the laws of the universe. If you never studied the laws of the universe, write that down and go study the laws of the universe. Because in the laws of the universe, it says that you reap what you sow. So if you out here harming people, what's coming back to you? Harm. If you out here inflicting danger on people, what's gonna come back to you? Danger. Okay, if you out here um hurting people with your words, what's gonna come back to you? Hurtful words. Okay, so whatever energy greed is, whatever energy you putting out in the universe is the energy that's gonna come back to you. Okay, because you reap what you sow. You are a reflection of what you put out. So if you put out negative vibes, that's what's gonna come back. Negative vibes, right? So, with that being said, we actually have to take accountability for the energy that we receive. And why? Because that's the energy that we putting out in the universe. Okay, because we the alpha and the omega. So we are the giver as well as the receiver. So don't get it twisted. Anything that you receiving is because that's what you giving yourself. So if you want to change the game, you have to actually learn how to change the game, which is you, right? Okay, so um the fact that wisdom will not dwell inside a malicious soul, we got to get rid of that malicious spirit because that malicious spirit is stopping us from gaining access to heaven. That malicious spirit is stopping us from gaining access to our higher self. So now we have to understand what is a malicious spirit. A malicious spirit is a toxic spirit. A wicked spirit is a spirit that hurts people with his words. A malicious spirit is not aware of self. So when we are not aware of self, we running around here saying harmful things, hurtful things. We're running around here judging people. We're running around here classifying people where we think they should go. Right? That is hurtful and harmful, and that is malicious. And when we are acting and operating inside of a malicious spirit, wisdom can't dwell with us. So we are separating ourselves from wisdom. We are separating ourselves from what people call God. We are separating ourselves because now we're making a choice to operate in a malicious spirit. Now we're making a choice to do malicious things, to attract malicious things, to have malicious intent, right? Because you have to think we are taught to be malicious. People can teach you how to be malicious, whether you know you being malicious or not. Okay, so it says that for the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit. So we have a Holy Spirit of discipline. So the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit. So our spirit, when we start deceiving people, that Holy Spirit in us gonna flee. That wisdom that's in us, that loving spirit gonna get up through. So this is how spirits come and go through you. So you have to think about that. What spirit is dwelling inside of you? Are you making wisdom welcome in your spiritual house? Do you create a spiritual house for malicious intentions? Do you create a spiritual house for wicked spirits to dwell in? Do you create a spiritual house for jealousy and envy to dwell within you? What type of spiritual energy, like what, who are you catering to in your spiritual house? Who are you catering to? Who do you leave towels out for? You know, like, are you attracting the loving spirit that is kind, the loving spirit that is kind to others, the loving spirit that is considerate of others, the loving spirit that treat others the way that you would want others to treat you? Or are you out here making everybody pay for what you went through? Are you out here making everybody suffer because you suffered? Are you out here making everybody miserable because you want some company? Like, what type of energy are you putting out here in the universe? Okay, so it says, for wisdom is a loving spirit and will not at all acquit a blasphemer of his words. For God is witness of his reins and the true beholder of his heart and the hearer of his tongue. So you guide because you the hearer of your words. You guide because you the hearer of your tongue. your God, because you are a witness to what is coming out of your mouth. You a witness to what you are saying. You a witness to how you treating people. You a witness to how you making people feel. And you got to give accountability for that. Because you can't sit back and mistreat people and be hurtful and be harmful and cause people pain and wreak havoc on people and then think that you're not going to pay for that. Think that you're going to get away with that here on earth. Because that's not how it works. I heard you. For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice. Wait. For the Spirit of the Lord fill the world, and that which containeth all things have the knowledge of the voice. Knowledge of the voice. Why? Because the Word is God. The Word is a healer. The Word can mend all things. The Word can heal all things. The Word can create your reality the way you want your word to be created, right? The Word is all powerful. The words, when you know what words you speak, that makes your word more powerful than somebody. Let's say, for instance, that you did not know the definition of the words that you speaking. If you lack knowledge of the definitions of the words that you speak, then you speaking without meaning. You speaking without fulfillment. You're speaking without understanding the words. So when you speak those type of words, when you speak those type of words that are powerful, you have a powerful heku, a powerful word. Okay? So therefore, he that speaketh unrighteousness things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance, what is punished, pass him by. For iniquity shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly, and the sound of his word shall come unto the Lord for the manifestations of his wicked deeds. For the ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid. Therefore be aware of murmuring, which is unprofitable, and refrain your tongue from backbiting. For there is no word so secret that shall go forth not, and the mouth that believeth saith slayeth the soul. It say. Let me read that back. Therefore beware of murmurings, which is unprofitable, and refrain your tongue from backbiting. For there is no word so secret that shall go forth not, and the mouth that belieth slayeth the soul. It say the mouth that belieth slayeth the soul. So the mouth that lieth belieth. The mouth that speak words that's not right. The mouth that speak words that's not true. The mouth that speak words with hidden intentions. The mouth that speak words with malicious intent. The mouth that speak words with um you know, just you speaking to hurt somebody, you speaking to tear somebody down, you speaking to belittle somebody, you speaking because you jealous or envious of somebody. It's all gonna come out your heart and it's gonna show up in your words. And when that energy shows up inside of your words, it is going to manifest. And once it manifests, it becomes your reality. So you have to be careful about the words that you speaking. You have to be careful about the energy that you harnessing because that energy is gonna produce words. Seek not death in the era of your life. So when you mess up, when you go through things in your life, don't seek death. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us go through things. We go through death. We go through things we don't understand. We go through losses. We go through depression. We go through grieving stages. We go through things that we lack understanding of, and we seek death. That's natural. I've been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. You be in so much torment and pain that death look like an option. When the spirit say, "Seek not death in the era of your life," because if it's an error of your life, so because it's an error, a mistake, something that's not correct, something that needs to be corrected, you need to correct it. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's a learning lesson. Yes, it's emotional. Yes, you can feel it. But you have to work past those emotions and actually work past that situation. Because you're supposed to be learning something here, evolving, growing. And pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your own hands. So when you are in a bad situation, use affirmations to talk yourself out of it. Um, Listen to motivational speakers to get your mind off death and put your mind on life. Focus on what you do have instead of focusing on what you don't have. Start learning how to speak over your situation because a lot of us, when we find ourselves in a negative situation, we start creating destruction. Then we start creating poverty. Next thing you know, we living in this poverty and destruction. Now we in the negative mindset. We're stuck and we don't know how to get out. That happens to the best of us. Greetings as y'all come in the room. Greetings to y'all that's gonna watch the replay. Greetings to y'all that's new to the channel. I'm Jazzy Gems. Gratitude for watching. Um, if you could like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, especially if you like it. If you made it this far into the content, I'm assuming you like it. So can you do me a favor and let YouTube know that you like my video as well? Yeah, because, I'm a content creator and they supposed to pay content creators according to who like their content. So one of the reasons I deleted my videos the first time, they wasn't getting likes. They wasn't getting shares. Wasn't no super chat. People wasn't sharing. People was commenting. People was interacting and engaging with me. But it just isn't the way I needed it to be. So now I gotta change a lot of things, right? Okay, so gratitude for those of y'all that's working with me through my changes. Some people just went on about their business, and it's all good because everything happened for a reason. Okay, so for forward, okay, here we go. For God made not death, neither have he pleasure in destruction of the living. So God does not take take pleasure in destroying living things. God does not destroy living things. You feel me? So we are gods. So we have to respect life because that's what God do. God don't run around destroying life. God is the creator of life. So that means we need to create things in our life. We not supposed to run around here destroying things. That's not what God does. The devil is the author and the author of confusion and destruction and tearing things down. So you have to realize what you operating out of. Are you operating out your God self or are you operating out your devil self? Because if you operating out your devil self, Then you supposed to confuse people. You supposed to destroy. You supposed to lie. You supposed to keep everybody confused. You supposed to keep a lot of mess going. Keep a lot of confusion going. Keep a lot of murmurings and chatter and gossip going. Keep a lot of naysay going. You know, keep your name in a lot of people's mouths. Keep a lot of people's names in your mouth. You know, you supposed to reap this destruction because you reap what you sow. So if you gonna be a devil, you gotta run around here and be messy and stay in. Cause we all know people that do that, but we don't consider them devils, do we? We all know somebody that run around and keep stuff going, keep people name in their mouth, tell people business, hurting people's character. Because when you go talk to somebody, I've done it, and I gotta apologize right now because I've done it. And I really do apologize if you are somebody who I destroyed your character talking about you, because you never know who you talking to about somebody. Now, I could have said, you know, you could be a healer, and you know, on your journey, you gonna be this magnificent healer that's gonna heal all these people. Well, right now, today in my journey, I'm going through whatever I'm going through. And let's say I don't like how you said, you know, I had a bad day and I don't like that day how you treated me. So, based off that one day that me and you had an interaction, I'm going to run around here and tell everybody not to come to you because I had one experience that day. You know, that day, that could have been the day your dog ran away and your house caught on fire and your car broke down. You know, I don't know what kind of day you had that day. But I'm going to run around here and I'm going to tell everybody that you a terrible person. Your customer service is terrible. You was late opening up. You unprofessional. I'm going to run around here and I'm going to use my words to tear your business down. I'm go I'm I'm gonna become obsessed with tearing you down as a person. So when I become obsessed with tearing you down as a person, little do I know I'm reaping what I sow. Little do I know I'm tearing myself down by tearing you down. Little do I know I'm gonna keep myself locked in a karmic cycle because I'm getting ready to get on this low frequency, and I'm about to destroy myself by thinking I'm destroying you. Because you done went on about your business. You done met people who don't think like me. You done met people on a whole nother frequency. You done met people that love what you do, people that support what you do. You done found your tribe. Meanwhile, I'm over here on this low frequency shit, running around town telling everybody not to mess with you and not to. Meanwhile, I don't realize I'm corrupting my own character. I'm so busy thinking I'm putting dirt on your name, I'm corrupting my own character. See, people do that all the time. And they don't real because you have to think about it. Misery love company. So if I'm a miserable person and I don't got nothing going on for myself, and you do, and I'm just jealous and envious and I got issues that I need to deal with, I can see how people do that because people do that all the time. And people don't be understanding it's a problem within themselves. You get what I'm saying? It be people suffering from issues within themselves. And when they suffering from issues in themselves, they go and project those issues off onto other people. People do this all the time, but that's being malicious. That's having malicious intentions. That's having malicious spirit. And wisdom wants no parts of dwelling inside of that. So you have a duty to clean up your spiritual house, because your spiritual house, which is your physical body, is where wisdom will dwell at. And you have to make sure you giving wisdom somewhere to dwell. Because you have to have a loving spirit if you want wisdom, loving spirit to dwell within you. You have to seek knowledge. Because wisdom is not about to dwell inside no fool. You have to be a doer of the word, not just a reader of the word, because you can't trick wisdom. Wisdom gonna measure your heart. Wisdom gonna understand, are you really studying to treat people better? Are you really studying to master yourself? Are you really studying to get this knowledge to become a greater person? Are you really investing this time in yourself? What are you really doing with this? See, wisdom, no, that's why wisdom price is far above rubies. That's why wisdom give you a crown. And a lot of people don't realize, but your diadem, which is your wisdom, which is your crown, it has been removed. So the only way you can get your crown back is through knowledge and wisdom. You know, wisdom is what's gonna grant you the crown, but knowledge is how the crown is measured. Okay? So I give gratitude to everybody that did come in and watch this live. Gratitude. So this live was basically about the wisdom of Solomon, the soul man. It say, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be with be withered. Let none of us go without his part. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not separate the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let let our strength be the law of justice. The law is land, air, and water. You are the law. So when you are the law, you create justice. You create justice within your being by living righteously. But you have to seek how to live righteously. You can't just come up with your own idea of what is righteous and what is not. That's what the Bible say. Don't lean to your own understanding. Yo, you have to go read the laws of my eye. You have to read the laws of the universe. You have to read Hermetic text. You have to read the Emerald tablets. You have to read the Book of the Dead. It's some things you're going to have to study and know in order to call yourself righteous. You can't just call yourself righteous because you think you're right. That's not how it works. You have to study to show yourself approval. A workman that needed not to be ashamed because he could rightly divide the word of the truth. So the word of the truth, it doesn't matter who words it is, are they true words? Okay, so there we go. And I will talk to y'all beautiful, beautiful people real soon. So just to let y'all know, I do have a shadow work class that is coming up, a shadow work boot camp for the month of May. So please let me know that you interested. You could comment in the chat that you interested in the shadow work boot camp class. Um, I am making seats for the class right now. The class will be a monthly class. It will be a total of 4 classes, 4 2-hour classes. There will be booklets provided, information provided. It's gonna be a workshop, and it's gonna be $55. But definitely let me know if you interested in the shadow work boot camp. So shadow work boot camp will be helping us to work through issues like neglect issues, work through abandonment issues, work through um, grievance issues, just healing ourselves and getting a lot of information on how to set ourselves up on the righteous path and how to get our spiritual stuff together. So those people that are interested in the shadow work boot camp, make sure you can you tell my angel go out and get the dash. So we will be reaching out to those people. So gratitude, appreciate you. And yeah, I will talk to y'all beautiful souls real soon. Peace.